This is where we left off, right?
Yep.
We finished adding and subtracting our complex numbers. Did we have any questions about adding and subtracting?
No.
Or is that pretty easy for us? When we're adding, all we have to do is combine like terms. When we're subtracting, what did we have to make sure we did when we subtracted? Distribute what? The negative to that second set of parentheses, right? There's a negative outside my set of parentheses. I've got to distribute it to that set of parentheses. And then from there, I can combine like terms. You guys remember that from yesterday? Okay. Just two more examples real quick. We just added and subtracted. Now we're going to multiply. We'll see if the smartboard catches up. There we go. Now we're going to multiply our complex numbers. So, multiply, write the answer in standard form. Someone remind me what standard form is again.
A.
Shoot. I don't think I wrote
O equals B plus B.
that. Equals C.
That's not 100. Oh,
A
it
plus
must
B, I.
be.
Right? A plus BI is standard form for my complex numbers. So whenever I write my answer, I need to make sure it's in this form. Everyone good with that? So, letter A. I have 4i times negative 6 plus I. Anything I need to do here?
Probably like distribute.
Distribute, yeah. I got a number, complex number in this case, times a set of parentheses, another complex number. So I've got to distribute the 4i, multiply 4i times negative 6, and times I. Does that make sense? That's just distributive property that we've learned in the past. So what would 4i times negative 6 give me? What? Positive or negative? Negative 24i. Everyone okay with that? 4i times I.
4i squared.
Very good. 4i squared. Remember, when we're multiplying something with the same base, I've got to add the exponents. So this I has an exponent of 1. This I has an exponent of 1. This I also has a 1 in front of it, so 4 times 1 gives me 4. And then I add the exponents of the i's to get I squared. Does that make sense? Do I know what I squared is?
-1.
Very good. It's negative 1. So this just turns into negative 24i plus 4 times negative 1. Everyone okay with that? What's negative 4, or 4 times negative 1?
-4.
Negative 4. Am I moving too fast? Slow down if I need to.
Why did you do we have to put the negative one?
Yes, because I squared equals negative 1.
Oh, we have to.
We learned that yesterday. Right here. Right? I know I squared equals negative 1. So if I have an I squared in my expression, I need to replace it with negative 1. Okay? Because then that'll help me evaluate it further. Is everyone okay with what I've done so far? Can I do any more combining here? Or substituting negative 1 for anything like that?
Why did you keep the I on the -24, but you substituted the I for -1 by 4?
Because that one was squared.
That's I squared. We know I squared is negative 1, right? Okay. Can I do any more combining here of like terms or anything like that? No, so I've done all the simplifying I can do. So is this my answer or is that in standard form?
No, you gotta flip it.
I got to put it in standard form. So what would my final answer be?
-4 minus 24.
Very good. Negative 4 minus 24i. There would be my final answer. How do we feel about multiplication?
Good. Yes, sir.
Can I erase and move to letter B?
Check. Cake me. Strawberries, number 4.
Okay, letter B. I've got 9 minus 2i times negative 4 plus 7i. Any ideas on what we need to do here? Letter B. 9 minus 2i times negative 4 plus 7i. How am I going to multiply these?
By
Well, I need to do something before I can combine any like terms. Think back to Algebra 1. We're multiplying two binomials. There's an acronym we use that starts with an F.
Function.
No.
Fine.
You guys remember FOIL?
Oil. That's what she said.
No.
Yeah.
Who? Who said it?
She
that what
that
you
out
said?
loud.
Why don't you say it louder? Come on now. Be confident. Yeah, we use FOIL. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. FOIL, right? What does F stand for in FOIL? First. So I'm multiplying the first term from each binomial together. So what's the first term of each binomial? 9 and negative 4. What's 9 times negative 4?
It's 28. Negative 20. No, what? 36.
Negative 36. Very good. What does O stand for on FOIL? Outer.
Yep.
So if I'm looking at my sets of parentheses as a whole, what are the two outer terms? 9 and 7i. So I'm multiplying 9 times 7i. What's 9 times 7i?
Huh?
9 times 7i.
It's
63i. Everyone okay with that? If the O stands for outer, what do you think the I on FOIL stands for?
Inner.
Inner. So what are my two inner terms?
2i minus 4.
Negative 2i and negative 4. So I'm going to multiply those. What's negative 2i times negative 4? 8i. Positive 8i. And if F stands for first, what do you think L stands for? Last. What are my last terms of each binomial?
Negative 2 and positive 7.
Negative 2i
Oh, yeah, that's
and 7i. So what's negative 2i times 7i?
14.
negative 14.
Negative 14
I squared.
I squared.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure whenever we're answering my questions, we let me finish the question before we actually answer.
I
Okay?
already knew it. I had to let you know.
Okay. Is there any confusion about how I got any of these terms? Any confusion at all about that?
Nope.
Okay. Is that my answer, or what do I need to do now?
Solve it.
What do you mean solve it?
Combine.
Combine what?
Like.
What are my like terms here?
63i,
63 and 8i. So let's go ahead and just do this first step, combining these like terms. What's 63i plus 8i?
71.
71i. And what is I squared?
1. Negative 1.
Negative 1. So I'm going to plug negative 1 in for I squared in the same step. Everyone okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion here at all so far? Please let me know if you have questions so I can answer your questions. Okay, so I'm going to erase my top line here. What's negative 14 times negative 1? Positive 14. Now, do I have more sets of like terms?
yeah.
I do, right? My two constants, negative 36 and 14, right? So what would negative 36 plus 14 give me? Negative 22 plus 71i. Is there any other combining I can do of like terms? Any other simplifying I can do?
No, sir.
No? Now I need to check if it's in standard form. Is this in standard form?
Yes, sir.
Yep. My real part comes first. My imaginary part comes second. So this would be my final answer. Everyone okay with multiplying imaginary numbers, complex numbers?
Yeah.
So on letter A, we just had to distribute the 4i through the sets of parentheses. Letter B, we had to use our FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. Make sure if you're multiplying I times I, you might write it as I squared. What does I squared equal?
1, negative 1.
Negative 1. So if you have I squared, make sure you plug negative 1 in for I squared. Are there any questions about that? Can I move on? Here we go.
I thought that was it.
That's it.
Ah, what's
Here's our assignment.
6 to 50? You're crazy.
Think about how quick some of these go.
Think about how long some of these are.
Pages 131 through 132, numbers 6 through 50, evens. You're going to have the rest of the class period to work on this. Make sure you get the assignment written down. Make sure you get the correct heading on your paper. Name, date, period, assignment in the upper right-hand corner. This will be due Friday.
Boy,
Friday, it should be due like next year.
tomorrow,
It should be due
I'm
Monday.
playing Forza. Yep. That's free.
We do Friday the 12th
No. Uncle bought it for me.
on Canvas.
Thinking about mine.
He says he wants 60 cash.
Okay. So get the assignment written down. Are there any questions about my notes before I end the recording? You know what? Let's make it due Monday.
Thank you.
We're not in school tomorrow, are we? Due Monday. That'll be the 15th. On Canvas. Okay? Get it written down. Do we have any questions about my recording before I end it?